Welcome back in Part 5, What the Thunder Said of the Waste Land by T.S. Eliot. Theme of Endings and Aftermath. The opening lines of Part 5 signal an ending. After the torchlight red on sweaty faces, after the frosty silence in the gardens, after the agony in stony places, with repeated, after, indicating anticipation of the aftermath. Part 5 shifts away from the constrained rhythm and end rhyme which we observed in Part 3. Rhythm changes and desperation. Eliot rapidly changes the rhythm, depicting desperation and disappointment through the speaker's quest for water. Here is no water but only rock, rock and no water. Despite the lack of water, the speaker remains determined. Determination and the questing knight. The speaker, described as a determined knight, continues the quest despite hardships. The Grail legend motifs emphasize the spirit of the quest over the actual attainment of the prize, contrasting with previous scenes of abandonment due to ennui. Images of death and decay. Persistent images of decay return. A dead mountain mouth of carious teeth, ubiquitous rock, and dry vegetation. The knight faces emptiness in an empty chapel, responding with resilience. Dry bones can harm no one, breaking the spell with rain. In a flash of lightning. Then a damp gust, bringing rain. Confronting nothingness. This sequence is likely the last test of the questing knight, whoever they may be. They are confronted by nothingness. How, after all the suffering, after making it through the wasteland itself, will the knight respond when they do not encounter a prize, but rather emptiness? The response seems to be the right one when said in the right spirit. Dry bones can harm no one. The knight will not be spooked by what is not alive and, therefore, what cannot harm them. And with that, the spell appears to be broken, in a flash of lightning. Then a damp gust, bringing rain. The Fisher King and Healing. The Fisher King appears. I sat upon the shore fishing. With the arid plain behind me, shall I at least set my lands in order? This references the wounded king from the Grail legend whose healing will restore the land. Origins and evolution of the Fisher King legend. The Fisher King legend, rooted in pagan myths and later Christianized, involves a wounded king whose healing depends on the Grail Knight's actions. This legend was shaped by medieval writers like Chrétien de Troyes and Robert de Boron. Christian influence and symbolism. Eliot, influenced by the Christianized Grail legend, fills the final section of the Waste Land with allusions to Christ's agony and resurrection. The ambiguous third figure in Who is the Third Who Walks Always Beside You? Suggests a divine presence. Hindu influence and the healing ritual. The ending ritual draws from Hindu fables, with Datta, Dayadachvam, and Damyata meaning, give, sympathize, control. This signifies the speaker's gained control and calm, culminating in Shanti Shanti Shanti, translating to, the peace which passeth understanding. Thanks for watching.